Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. I'm Betsy McDaniel. As always, there's a lot to cover in the Lowcountry today, so let's get started with a few headlines. How much notice did you give when you left your last job? Well, Beaufort County Coroner David Ott is retiring in January, so he is giving us a 6-month head start to find a replacement. And his shoes will be large ones to fill. Ott was named the state's Coroner of the Year by his peers just last week, the first time that a Beaufort County coroner has ever been so honored. Ott will end nearly a half-century in public service, nearly 40 years of it in Beaufort County as a detective, and years in the coroner's office. One of his proudest achievements is finding next of kin for dozens of unidentified remains that had been stored in an evidence room for years. He'll likely be replaced by his deputy coroner, Debbie Humans, who is running unopposed for the job in the November election. It would appear that some people have a conscience problem. Case in point, 34-year-old Ashley Clark Ingram of Columbia has been arrested and charged with embezzling about $500,000 from the Central South Carolina Habitat for Humanity. Most of it was money she had applied for during COVID for employee retention tax credits between November of 2022 and June of 23. At that time, she was the finance operations director for Habitat. Ingram is charged with stealing nearly $400,000 from that program and about $100,000 more from other Habitat accounts. She has pleaded guilty to 1 count of theft of government funds and faces a maximum of 10 years in federal prison, a fine of up to $250,000, and would be forced to pay back the stolen money. If you're tempted to do some back-to-school shopping during the extended 4th of July weekend, you might want to put that off for just a bit, as the state's annual sales tax holiday is just 4 weeks away. Running from midnight August 2nd through August 4th, it'll be the 25th consecutive year for the sales tax holiday, and will come the weekend before the early opening of school this year on Wednesday, August 7th. It is like having an almost 10% discount on many different school-related items. Last year, shoppers saved more than $1.8 million during the tax-free weekend. We've already told you that South Carolina has been named the #1 state per capita to move to in the last couple of years. Now, new census estimates are also saying that no state in the nation is growing faster with the white population, and no county in the state is a higher percentage of new residents who are white than Jasper County. That is probably not a big surprise with the growth of retirement communities in Jasper County, offering sunshine and lower taxes than states up north. Jasper County is also the 9th fastest growing county in the country overall. Hardyville's population has multiplied 7 times since 1990, and Ridgeland is expected to grow from 4,000 residents to 40,000 in the next 20 years. Just since the 2020 census, the white to black ratio in Jasper County has changed from 44 to 40% white to 48 to 32% in 2023, even though the black population has remained stable. And apparently we are all getting a little bit older. In 2020, 28% of the county's population was over 59 years old. Now that number is 34%. And it is no secret that Hilton Head Island is full of visitors for the July 4th weekend, many of whom will be spending some time on one of Southern Living magazine's top 15 beaches in South Carolina. In fact, 6 South Carolina beaches were named to that list. Hilton Head Island's beaches 11th, with Folly Beach just up the coast ranking 3rd. Gulf Shores, Alabama was ranked #1, with the Outer Banks of North Carolina ranking 2nd. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And it's been a bit soggy out there for the last few days. Is it going to stay that way? Let's find out with Maria Soden and our Lowcountry Crawl Spaces weather.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we're a bit of a break from the rain we've been having this holiday weekend, but as a reminder, it is the summertime, so we are more susceptible to pop-up storms here and there. So with that, taking a look at Thursday, it's supposed to be sunny to partly cloudy, with Hilton having a high of 88, a low of 77, Bluffton's of a high of 90, a low of 75, and Beaufort's of a high of 90 and a low of 76. The sunrise for Thursday is going to be at 6:21 and sunset's going to be at 8:33. Taking a look at the tides, high tides going to be at 8:36 a.m. and low tides going to be at 3:38 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week and into the weekend, Friday it's going to be partly cloudy with highs in the 90s, lows in the upper 70s. Then come Saturday, it's supposed to be sunny with highs in the 90s, lows in the 80s. And then come Sunday, it's supposed to be sunny to partly cloudy with an afternoon thunderstorm, and then it should be clearing up by the evening. Highs are going to be in the upper 80s, lows in the upper 70s. That's it for your Lowcountry Crawl Space weather. Let's head it back to the desk.
Stay with us, because after a quick break, we're going to learn about the Gullah Museum and a festival that they have coming up. Don't go away.